Today on the show, I have Peter the Byzantine, and he wants to talk about the difference between the Roman Catholic Rosary and the Byzantine Catholic Prayer Robe. So, Peter, wherever you want to start.
Thank you, John. Well, everyone knows what these are, right? It's prayer. This is your rosary, right? Everyone knows this. You know, Catholics, non-Catholics, they know what this is, right? It's your rosary.
Yes.
You know that you have 5 decades. You pray 10 Hail Marys with each of them. They have different mysteries on different days that you pray, you know, and that this came from, you know, the first rosary came from St. Dominic in the 1100s with the apparition of Mary. He says, this, I'm going to give you a weapon, and this is what it's going to be right here, so on and so forth, right? Do a lot of people know what this is? To an Eastern Catholic, to an Orthodox, of course you would know what this is. How many Romans know what this is? How many non-Catholics would easily recognize this?
Yeah, I just heard about it just a few months ago. So,
yeah. If I were to put this on my arm, it would just look like it's just a quaint little bracelet that a 10-year-old made, right? No one really would know what it is. But what's impressive about this is that the prayer rope, or the chapti, as you say in Slavic, actually is much older than this. The history of the prayer rope came from St. Anthony the Great, father of monasticism, who left his wealth in the great city of Alexandria behind and went into the Egyptian desert, and he prayed and became a monastic monk. He kept praying, day and night. And what happened was that he came up, in his prayers, he was attacked by demons in his prayer life, even physically attacked. So he was coming up with ways how to pray without ceasing, right? So he wanted something tangible. So he came up with the prayer rope. Now, he had knots in him, but when he went to sleep, demons kept untying the knot. So in the mornings, he would tie them again. In the night, he untied them. So one night, Our Lady, St. Mary, the Theotokos, the God-bearer, as we say in Eastern Catholicism and in Orthodox, taught St. Anthony the Great how to tie these knots so that the demons could not untie them. So these knots that you see here are very special. These are cross knots, they're called. And then there's a prayer that you say with this. It's the Jesus prayer. A very short, simple prayer. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. And we thank St. Anthony the Great and the Theotokos for coming up with these prayers. Now, I say that at the same time that there are different variations, there are different of the prayer and of the rope. So it's not necessarily like you have one founder of them necessarily, but it's a legend, it's a story, and I think it's a wonderful story that I love to share. You have different knots on them. Some can have 40, some can have 100, some can have 150. With these knots, it don't matter, like a rosary. Okay, you're not saying a decade. You're just going around and around with these knots saying, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. You can have different colored beads. These have 3 beads. These beads represent the wound on the head, side, arms, legs of Christ. The cross. Some have tassels like you see here. Some represent the dry tears that will be wiped from our eyes. Some represent, this can also represent the glory of heaven. You wrap it around your wrist if you want. And then if you do that, you just touch the knots. You say, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, sinner. This is a way to pray without ceasing. St. Anthony the Great came up with that to answer that question, that query, that equation of how to pray without ceasingly, as it is commanded to us in the New Testament. This is your answer right here. So, that's it.
All right, thank you so much, Peter. Thank you for watching. Make sure to pray your rosary, pray on your prayer rope, and everyone have a great day.